Hey everybody, welcome to Watching in the Dark. I just want to make a quick video today about best ghost pairing and some gripes I have with it. Theoretically, I think there's ways that the app may be abused by players. And I'm not saying any one player does this, or I'm not saying any player even does this to begin with. This is something that I have noticed in an event where I was like, oh man, that has a dramatic outcome on it. Say that you are in the lead 99 points and your opponent is scored a 90. You already see that a match is submitted with a player scoring a perfect 100 and two other players scoring 98s, all with wins. So, you don't like your matchup into the player with 100 points, but you like both your matchups into the players with 98 points. You could then be like, hey, we got our primary wrong. I should have scored 4 less. You should have scored 4 more. Or something along those lines, basically. End up getting an unfair advantage because you would get into a better pairing then. Or you can manipulate your score in such a way that your pairings would be better. And this doesn't work for all formats. It only works for Swiss. And I just want the player base to acknowledge that when your opponent comes up to you after a round or something and asks to change the score, maybe be a little bit skeptical or something. I would hate for this to be something that gets abused or even can impact a tournament. This is a very real thing that could happen. I'm not saying that I saw this happen. I'm not saying that anybody did this. This is just something that I have noticed since playing competitively recently. Because there was like some... I thought I was going to... Not me specifically, actually. But one of my buddies was supposed to play into somebody the night before. And then points got changed after we all went to bed. Day 2 comes around and he's playing somebody different, even though it's Swiss pairing. Because one of the players asked for their score to be lowered because they misscored that night. Which, end of the day, honestly, it could have just been an honest mistake. But that's a big ramification players could use to manipulate the system, which I do not like. Ways to prevent this are don't show scores until the end of the match. But that's the point of this, is that it can be manipulated. And there's another thing that can be manipulated by players, which I hate. Say 2 friends go to a tournament. They can sit around, act like they're playing the game, hang out, just be bros, and then wait out almost the entire round, say 5 minutes, wait for most players above them to be scored, and do the exact same thing. Give them more appealing scores to play better matchups. I just think this is an unfair thing, and obviously things like not showing scores until everybody's submitted, not allowing changes of scores after everybody's submitted and stuff like that could drastically help this problem. And I don't even know if it is a big problem, but it's something I want the community to be aware about and something that you should look out for, because at the end of the day, it's a miniature hobby. We all love it. It's one of our favorite pastimes, and it sucks that some people could take advantage of this system. Well, I just made this video to make sure TOs have their eyes out and players also have their eyes out and don't let anybody take advantage of these rules against them. Well, thank you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.